This month, we honor those who have left their mark and recognize the work needed to continue forward. It's Black History Month. This week, the stories of those making a difference today.
Having these facilities very close to them were extremely important.
You got to be the first so that second, third, and fourth can thrive as well.
From the sheriff bringing change to the place he protects.
I'm here every day.
To the nightclub grocery store transformation, bringing more than just food to a community in need. This is The Race. Welcome to The Race. I'm Chris Stewart. This pandemic has shown us how important local pharmacies are. But in many parts of America, access to pharmacies and the care they provide isn't that easy. It's an issue here in the St. Louis area that pharmacists are working to make sure does not get in the way of people getting the medication and support that they need. Rebecca Mauanyega's impact goes beyond the numbers we have come accustomed to using to gauge success in this pandemic, though she has those to show for it.
About 9,000. Yeah, we've given about 9,000 shots.
Her impact is more about what she's done for each person who has entered her pharmacy or anyone who has needed her help.
Good morning. Most of the people I have served this past 2 years, I have gone to them versus they coming to me.
A native of Ghana, she bought this small pharmacy in March 2020, right at the start of the pandemic. Those were days she spent bringing medication, even groceries, to many of her elderly customers who couldn't leave home.
So I'm so grateful I have this pharmacy, which is able to help the most vulnerable.
She provides care in a community that, without her, could be considered a pharmacy desert.
A pharmacy desert is a neighborhood where the majority of the population lives more than a mile or half a mile, depending on their income and vehicle ownership, from their nearest pharmacy in urban areas.
University of Southern California Associate Professor Dima Cato studies which communities have close access to pharmacies. Prior to the pandemic, she found twice as many pharmacies closed in communities of color in urban areas. Places, she says, where people are more likely to use public insurance, such as Medicare and Medicaid, which she says pay pharmacies less than what many private insurance companies do.
So if you're a pharmacy and you're thinking about where to open, that's not really a market, the best market from a business standpoint.
She says more needs to be done to increase reimbursement rates for public insurance so communities like where Rebecca's pharmacy is located aren't left behind.
Most of our people here are the low income. Most of them didn't have access to transportation. So having these facilities very close to them were extremely important.
For Rebecca, it's important people here have access. It's also important to trust the person they see in the white coat behind the counter.
My role here, being an immigrant, also helped a lot. And being a Black, it also helped a lot of our people here to open up to be vaccinated. It gives them some level of comfort that, okay, I am one of their own. Honestly, it has been a privilege to meet people when they need you the most. So that has been the biggest privilege of my life.
Proof that her work, which is far from over, is leaving a mark that will last beyond the pandemic. Racism and sexism can negatively impact Black students in the classroom. But one school is pushing those factors aside and students are graduating at higher rates than ever before. Alexa Liaco found out what is driving their success.
In just a few weeks, high school seniors will shuffle out of class for the last time. Graduation is the goal, but not everyone makes it.
1, 2, 3, let's go. They fear graduation because they don't really understand what's next, because graduation to them is final, to a lot of them. And so that fear stops them a lot of times.
Tiffany Holman is standing in the face of that fear.
So this one is kind of hard.
She left social work to teach 12th graders.
But y'all right, no, I'm gonna leave you alone. I have the opportunity to say and do and be inspirational to them right before they get ready to leave out. And that's my favorite thing to do.
She found the things holding her students back from graduating often happened outside the classroom and impacted students of color more deeply than their white peers.
I call them weapons of mass distraction. Rise to school, working, sleepy because they work. They have to support their families. Some students have their own children.
Those distractions kept nearly a third of students at this Memphis, Tennessee high school from graduating, and Mrs. Holman saw African American women falling behind most.
It's one thing to be African American. It's compounded complexity when you have African American and female.
To help, the district launched Project Graduation for all their students. They offer night school classes and allow students to make up credits missed during the pandemic. Teachers are also focusing more on students' emotional health. Mrs. Holman likes to call it the
no failure option. So you do not have the option to fail. And what that means is whatever you need, we're going to fill in the gaps.
And it's worked. Last year, 83% of black girls in this school district graduated from high school on time. That's higher than the graduation rate for every other demographic in the district. This is a big success, as graduation rates in the last 2 school years fell for all students in at least 20 states that have reported this data so far. Experts expect the graduation rate gap to become even wider for students of color.
So what you do is you play into their self-esteem. So we build them up.
That just makes me feel good. It makes me more motivated because like they'll tell me, oh, you're doing a good job, and that makes me want to do a better job.
The deeper support she's received at this school helped senior Kanaya Johnson get back on track to graduate. It's help Kanaya struggled to get at her last school.
It was majority white, and so it was a little harder to, keep up financially. I probably had a harder time than other people had, or like family situations at home, but I just knew I couldn't let what was going on at home affect my grades.
That's because she's got big dreams.
I want to become a nursery nurse because I love working with babies.
Dreams she now sees are possible.
I can go to school, do what I have to do, become the nurse that I've always dreamed about being.
And it helps seeing success stand in front of her every day.
The school has to be a beacon of light. So we have to come here every day shining.
A light they lit that could one day brighten the lives of students across the country. I'm Alexa Liacco.
Across the country, police forces of all sizes are working to become more diverse and inclusive.
And yes, we're a fairly small town. You really can affect change.
Meet the small town sheriff breaking down barriers in more ways than one.